Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video of a three-part series that I'm going to be starting a little bit. And basically, we're going to be talking about some tips for playground, some practice tips that you can do to improve your muscle memory and your aim, and a bunch of different things like that. Obviously, from the title, you guys know that this is going to be the beginners part. I'm going to do beginners, intermediate, and advanced uh, three-part series for you guys, so all my audience can learn something out of a video. Um, if you are intermediate, I would continue watching. If you are advanced, there's not really any point. So just look forward to the intermediate and advanced. Um, so we're gonna be focusing on beginners today. If you only have one win or no wins at all, and are looking for some better help, some better advice. So I will be giving that to you. So the first thing you want to do right off the bat is you want to find some bouncers for sure when you get into playground. And this is tip number one, improving your aim. So you can find them from llamas or airdrops. Llamas are more reliable, and obviously, as you can see, they're everywhere. So you don't really gotta worry about finding them. See, bouncers just came out of that. So you want to just get bouncers right off the bat, and you also want to get minis or grenades or some kind of small item, like so. Um, uh, Pistol bullets work, shotgun shells work, any kind of smaller item like that. And basically, what you're gonna do is find kind of a wide area. I'm gonna do mine right here, and you just want to build a one by one really quick, up 2 stories high, and then you're gonna build a floor on top. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna just get it in the right spot, kind of towards the middle. That works. So right there, and then you just drop down. You're gonna break all of it. Just like that. So you're gonna build it up 2 stories high, drop it right there, and then get rid of the one by one, and you do that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go here. You're gonna build something like this, something like that, and you're just gonna put it over there and over there. What this is gonna allow you to do is you're just gonna bounce back and forth, as you can see. And what you do is you follow the mini with your mouse. And this is kind of a tracking trip. It's kind of a tracking tip for you. When you're going, all you want to do is just follow the minis with your mouse. And you get really, really good at this. But you basically want to, and this is for intermediate players too. Really, you should be doing this before every single game. It's really quick to set up. And you just follow that with your mouse back and forth and back and forth. And what that's going to do is get you used to your sensitivity. If you're switching to a no sensitivity, it's going to warm up your aim in general. Um, and it's going to make you a lot better at the game, tracking wise. Because what I noticed, a lot of beginner and even advanced people doing all throughout the spectrum, there's an issue with panicking with your shots and using shotgun shots, but especially beginners. You guys are not really used to the whole shotgun thing yet. You may think shotguns are whack and they're not good or whatever. But if you improve your aim and you aim for the head, if you keep that in mind, I'm gonna hit this person in the head. Just that right mindset will increase your aim. So if you set this up before every single game or before the day when you actually start playing, it's gonna make your gameplay a lot better, and you're gonna overall do a lot better. So the next tip I have for you guys is not really something that is in game right off the bat. It kind of starts out of game, and that is your mindset. And I talked about this a little bit in the last tip, your mindset with things. But you have to think about it right now. Wins do not define skill. Kills define skill. I've only got 13 wins and I've been playing this game since season 2, but I get a consistent amount of kills, and that's just because I'm very unlucky or I choke in situations, and that's just me personally. But I know my mistakes, so I can show you the solution to it. So it's all about mindset. You think, as a beginner, you need to think right now, I'm not going to worry about wins. Wins are not what I care about right now. You want to care about kills. And the reason why is because that's going to give you more experience in the game. And yes, you can't brag to your friends or whatever about, oh, well, I don't have any wins or whatever. You can in all honesty, you can camp in a bush and kill the last guy and have a 70% chance of winning. You do that all day, you get like 20 wins in a day, whatever. Oh, I have 20 wins, but that doesn't make you good at the game. The second you 1v1 that person in a playground, they're gonna destroy you because you don't know what you're doing and you're just going for wins. So right now, you just need to go for kills. That's all you need to worry about. So off of that, you need to play very aggressive. You need to land at moderate spots. I would some places that I would recommend is landing here, or here, even here sometimes if you feel a little bit ballsy. But a really good place, especially now, is got to be Wailing Woods, because there is a secret bunker there, and you get a bunch of loot from it. There's also a house over this way that has a lot of good loot too. But the main spot is the bunker, and the reason why is because it's got a rift. And so yeah, it's outside of the map, but you can easily rift into here and be towards the middle of the map. So Wailing Woods, I would definitely recommend. You get a lot of mats, you get a lot of good loot, and you get a really fast transportation. You don't want to go Paradise Palm. You don't want to go Tilted. You don't want to go Pleasant. You don't want to go Shifty. You don't want to go Salty. You don't want to go Retail, or Lazy, right? You don't want to go to the crazy places because you're just going to get destroyed. You're going to get frustrated, and it's not going to be fun for you. So go to moderately populated places where you only have to focus on 1 to 2 people, and don't camp. You have to play very aggressive. Yes, you might lose that fight, but that doesn't mean you're not getting skill. So that's gonna be tip number 2, is all about mindset. Tip number 3 is reviewing your mistakes. Something that I really use to get better at the game is got to be looking back at my replays. If I died and I was like, dang, I should have done this, I would go back, I would go to careers, and I would go to gameplay, replays, and sorry about that. I would go check out my replays and watch the fight from his perspective and my perspective, and kind of see the mistake that I made or something that I could have improved on, and take that knowledge and go into the next fight with it. So tip number 1 is a trick to improve your aim. Tip number 2 was all about mindset. Tip number 3 is going to be reviewing your mistakes.
She try and pull vert on my half pipe, Tony Thought. Money flows in my bank account, man, it don't stop. Trying to jug a piss, got stops, screw a shit cop.
Yo, officer, I'm sorry, I'll stop.